Hey Heather, thank you so much for joining me today. It's sad, but it's awesome that we've ended our 12 weeks together. You made some incredible progress. It's been epic watching you just, week by week prove so much to yourself. And as sad as I am to say, goodbye as far as one-on-one coaching goes, I'm so happy for you and like all your success and all the knowledge that you've gained with it. I just had a few questions for you as far as our time together. Before you started working with me and finding Girl Hustle, what other programs had you tried that didn't work?
Um, a couple of years ago, I tried a bunch of like Beachbody stuff,
Okay.
and I tried that, and it worked. I don't know. It was hard to follow just because having someone there like to support me and stuff, and not really having somebody that had like a lot of knowledge and experience, that really didn't help a lot. And I've tried just like different like workout programs, like just going on my own, like Orange Theory, or like going to Zumba classes, just stuff like that.
So what do you feel like has made the biggest difference with joining Girl Hustle and then doing one-on-one coaching?
I think that, having it more personalized with the macros and like knowing what workouts to do really helped me a lot, because that's where I always, like, before starting this with you, I was always questioning like, oh, what workout should I do? And I like having the ones in the trainer, but it was nice to get the more personalized approach on it. And especially with the macros, because we were able to change it up here and there. And I feel like before we're doing our one-on-one, I was seeing progress with just your macro calculator and everything, but I got a lot more progress this way.
Do you feel like it was because of accountability, knowing to
Yeah,
like need to show up every week?
yeah, I definitely think that helped a lot. And just knowing that, I was doing this program, and like just even having it, because I know whenever I started, I was like, okay, I'm going into this. It's going to be, fresh start to get to getting a new routine in and everything. And it was nice to get that routine, and then nice having the weekly check-ins with you. So it's good.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's been a blast these past 2 weeks to just, you already had a pretty good knowledge of what macros were and everything like that. So it was just like the fine tuning and
Yeah.
just like putting some like motivation behind that. So, how fast did you see a change in your mindset, in your body from when we started?
I would say it was like fairly quick, because just within like the first couple of weeks, like actually sticking with my macros, like, and following it and not cheating on those, and then getting my workouts in no matter what. I wouldn't make any excuses, and really I would see like increased energy like in the gym. And then it was nice to be able to like get used to tracking my macros. Like at first, before I did this, I would get kind of, I don't know, I'd be like kind of obsessive about it, like wanting to know what's in every single thing. But then just getting used to doing it, I was able to just be able to eyeball it, what portions are, and know like what to pick at a restaurant and stuff. And that stuff didn't like stress me out anymore, that I could just make those decisions on my own.
Totally. That's such a huge part of it. And that was actually the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about because over these past 12 weeks, I mean, has life been perfect? Has it like totally gone as planned? No. So what were some of the things that kind of came up over these past 3 months?
Some things were, I guess, like holidays and
Mm-hmm.
like weekends, because we've been going on a lot of trips lately.
Mm-hmm.
At first I'd be like, oh, if we go on a trip, I'll be like, I'll, see what I can work into my macros and stuff. But then going on, I'm like, well, we do trips like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We have to like take that into consideration. And then I was just able to, do it the right way and know what I needed to do and get it done. So,
Totally. Yeah, that's like the biggest point about learning these things is proving to yourself that, even though things come up on the weekend or you have, you're going out to dinner, whatever, your progress doesn't have to stop. you just,
Right.
can make those adjustments and just continue on so you can stay right on track. I'm so thrilled for your progress and everything that you've learned. And one quick thing I did just want to talk about is that a lot of people think that they have to step on the scale every single week or every single day to get that validation that they're making progress. So do you want to talk about what we did and how it helped you by the end, and how you felt about your results when you did do your final weigh-in?
Well, so like at first when I was doing the weekly weigh-ins, I noticed that, the scale wasn't moving like a super big amount like quickly, but I could tell like in my clothes I was for sure losing weight. And then we started just doing the pictures, and
Mhm.
I really liked the pictures. I would even just take pictures like at the gym and stuff, like seeing the difference at what my gym clothes look like, and realizing like my gym shirt is like super loose, and trying on stuff I hadn't tried on in like over a year or two, just because I knew it was tight and I was like, oh, I want to wear that. But then putting it on was awesome. So I really like doing the pictures.
Yeah, totally. And, when you did do your final check-in and you did step on the scale for the first time in 12 weeks, how did it feel when you saw the results?
It was awesome because, I didn't want to get into weighing weekly and not make like and getting down on myself about that, because I know that
Mhm.
happens. And just waiting, it was kind of like I was anticipating it just to see. And I wasn't going to be down on it if it wasn't a huge number, because I knew I lost the inches and I knew I felt better and I looked better. But just seeing the number was pretty cool. So
Yeah, and you lost about 11 pounds in 12 weeks, which is just and we lost like 7-8 inches, something like that.
Mhm.
And it's just like the scale doesn't matter, because that entire time you felt the non-scale victories in your clothes, you felt the non-scale victories in your energy, like all of those positive things that actually do matter when it comes to getting results. So I just wanted you to share that, because a lot of people are so wrapped up in having to have the scale to validate them when you don't need it. You really don't. So it's
Yeah.
awesome. So I wanted you to share that.
Yeah.
I have two more questions for you. Now that our time together is up, how prepared do you feel to continue doing things on your own?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, I've been into these last couple of weeks after we've ended, and I just feel like I'm still in my routine. And I've just told myself, like, even if I feel like I'm not making progress, just show up every day and do what I know I got to do, and it'll come, because I know if I stop, that's where the progress is going to stop. And I feel like this is just my new lifestyle, and I don't see myself stopping. And it's nice because I have my boyfriend, he supports me. And so it's really good.
That's awesome. I freaking love that. It's that mindset of just, you just have to keep showing up because the results will follow. Ah, I love that.
Mhm. There's
If
a lot
you
of times I don't want to work out. Like I'll just wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna go back to sleep. But then I think about like I got all the steps to do. I gotta just get this done. And I just put on my workout clothes, and I even while I'm walking upstairs to the workout room, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. But once I get in there and get started, it's fine.
love it. Yeah, sometimes you just have to do it before you can talk yourself out of it, for sure. No, I love that. Heather, if you could give anyone any advice who's considering to make the investment to work with me, what would you tell them?
I would tell them it's definitely worth it. It's worth investing in it because there's so many things I've tried before. Like I've spent so much money, like doing different classes, like signing up for stuff that I ultimately just didn't stick with, and buying new, like, I don't know, just supplements and stuff like that, and just not having any direction. And it was just so nice having, because I always wanted, like, oh, it'd be cool to have a trainer. Like, having you for 12 weeks was awesome. And I'm so glad I did it, because if I look back to, was it beginning of January or ending
Mhm.
January now, I'm really happy with my progress. And I told myself January is going to be the year that, this is the year that I do something. And by summertime, I'm really going to regret it if I don't do it. And it was just 100% worth it.
And girl, you're doing it.
I
You've
know I'm so
done
happy.
it, and you're still doing it. The work's never done. And I'm so happy, so happy for all your success. And the cool part is that even though our time together one-on-one is done, it's not done inside the Girl Hustle Trainer in our Facebook community.
Yeah.
So this isn't the last you're going to see of me. So I absolutely love that.
I love the Facebook groups. I look at them all the time, like throughout the day.
Yeah, they're epic. We have such an awesome community. Well, thank you so much, Heather. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to share your experience with me. I'm so excited to continue to watch your progress in the group.
Thank you.